The loudest sound wasn't the rooster. It was Peter's heart breaking. The man who promised, "I will never leave you," walked away when fear arrived. Maybe you've made promises too. Promises you couldn't keep. Listen. Jesus didn't remember Peter for his failure. He remembered him for coming back. Morning broke beside the shoreline. Ashes cooled where tears had fallen. Every memory whispered softly. Every burden kept on calling. Then a voice across the water spoke the name he knew so well. Grace was standing on the shoreline where his broken spirit fell. Peter, come back home. Mercy still calls your name. Peter, come back home. Love remains the same. Failure never wins forever. Hope can rise once more. Grace is waiting on the shoreline like never before. Jesus never asked Peter, "Why did you fail?" He asked, "Do you love me?" Because love builds a future where guilt only remembers the past. Nets were filled once more with blessing. Morning light replaced the night. Every scar became a witness. Grace had made the future bright. Hands once trembling now grew stronger. Faith was burning like a flame. God was writing a new chapter through the one who called his name. Let the accordion sing mercy. Let the organ softly rise. Every heart that feels forgotten can awaken back to life. Peter, keep believing. Grace has closed the door to shame. Jesus still restores the broken, still calls us by our name. Every failure bows to mercy. Every night needs morning's light. The God who restored Peter still makes wounded hearts shine bright. The rooster was never the end. Grace had the final word. Look into the fire. Can you feel how hot obedience can become? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego knew that heat. The king had spoken, the music played, and all around them people bowed, but not these three. They stood, not because they were strong, not because they knew how it would end, but because some things are worth burning for. And maybe that is where you are tonight. The pressure is rising. The world is demanding compromise. The furnace is heating higher because you chose to stand. But listen carefully. The fire that threatens you cannot destroy what belongs to God. Because when faith stands firm, He steps into the flames Himself. You may unbound, but you will walk out free. Glowed with raging anger. The crowd had bowed beneath its sound, but three stood still through trembling pressure, refusing to be driven down. The flames grew high, the soldiers faltered, the heat consumed the mighty strong. But holy courage stood unshaken, for heaven's presence was not gone. Stand in the fire, though the flames rise all around. Fire, grace is holy ground. When all the world demands surrender and darkness says your faith must bend, the God who walks beside His people will stand with you until the end. Then through the blaze a fourth was walking, a form of glory shining bright. No chain remained, no smoke had touched them. The fire became redeeming light. The king stood still, his pride was broken. The watching world could clearly see the God they served was there among them, and truth had set His servants free. Stand in the fire, though the flames rise all around. Stand in the fire, grace is holy ground. When all the world demands surrender and darkness says your faith must bend, the God who walks beside His people will stand with you until the end. Oh! Let the accordion loudly proclaim. Let the piano roll like fire, magnifying heaven's name. For the flames became His witness, and deliverance quickly came. And the God who walked with Daniel's brothers still is mighty, just the same. Stand in the fire, for His presence is revealed. Stand in the fire, every wound is healed. And when you walk back through the ashes, all the world will testify. The God who enters blazing furnaces still still is standing by. There's another in the fire. You are not alone. "45 years is a long time to keep believing. Most people stop dreaming. They settle, they surrender, but not Caleb. While others remember their fears, Caleb remembered God's promise. Age had touched his body, but never his faith. Maybe you've been waiting far longer than you expected. Don't give up. God never forgets what he promised. Years rolled by like restless rivers. Empires rose and fell away. Still one promise burned within him, brighter with each passing day. Though his hair had turned to silver, strength still filled his faithful soul. Hope refused to grow old, because God was in control. Give me this mountain, I'm ready to climb. The promise you spoke still burns inside. Though many years have come and gone, your faithful hand has led me on. Faith doesn't retire. Purpose has no age. God is not looking for young strength, he is looking for faithful hearts. Some mountains are only conquered by people who refuse to quit. Every scar became a witness. Every trial built his name. Not because the road was easy, but because God stayed the same. Now we stood before the mountain, not with pride but grateful tears, seeing every ancient promise bloom beyond the waiting years. Let the accordion rise in victory, let the hammers shake the hills. Every promise God has spoken, his own time and will fulfill. Give me this mountain, my faith is still strong. The God who called me has carried me on. No dream is forgotten, no promise delayed. The Lord is forever my strength every day. mountain didn't become smaller. Caleb simply remembered how big his God was. Have you ever felt too small, too weak, too ordinary? Gideon knew that feeling. When God called him, he wasn't standing on a throne. He was hiding, afraid, questioning himself, questioning his future, questioning whether God could really use someone like him. And maybe that's where you are tonight. But God has always loved using unlikely people, because when victory comes, everyone knows it was God. Shadows, afraid of what might come, Gideon heard heaven calling, though he felt too weak to run. The army stood before him like an endless raging sea, yet God was writing history through what no one else could see. Gideon, keep believing, though the odds are not your friend. Gideon, keep believing, God decides how battles end. When every voice around you says you're far too small to win, the God who called you forward still fights every battle then. Listen carefully. The enemy wants numbers. God wants faith. The enemy wants strength. God wants surrender. The enemy wants you to look at the army. But God wants you to look at him. Because one person walking with God has never been outnumbered. Not once, not ever. 300 stood beside him against a countless host. No swords raised in power, only trust in God alone. The darkness broke before them as the trumpets filled the sky, and heaven wrote a victory no man could deny. Let the accordion cry triumph. Let the organ shake the ground. Let the mountains hear the story of faith that will not back down. For God delights in weakness, when weakness learns to trust, and the victories of heaven are born from simple faith. Oh, Gideon, keep believing, for the victory is near. Gideon, keep believing, faith is greater than your fear. The God who chose the smallest still changes history today, and every battle given to him will end this perfect way. You do not need a bigger army. You do not need more strength. You need faith. Because God has never needed large numbers to perform great miracles. Some battles look bigger than you. Some giants stand so tall. They steal your sleep, they steal your peace, they steal your confidence. David knew that feeling, a shepherd boy. No armor, no sword, no reputation, just faith. Everyone saw a giant, David saw a God greater than the giant. And maybe that's the word you need tonight. Your giant may be fear, your giant may be sickness, your giant may be debt, your giant may be loneliness, but the battle does not belong to the giant. The battle belongs to the Lord. Across the valley stood a giant, casting shadows through the land. Fear had captured every soldier, none would rise and take a stand. Then a shepherd came from nowhere, with a faith the world ignored. For he knew the God of heaven, and he trusted in the Lord. David, keep believing, the giant must fall today. David, keep believing, God will make a way. When every voice around you says the battle can't be won, the God who made the heavens still fights for everyone. Smooth stones and simple courage was all he carried in his hand. Yet the power wasn't David, it was God's eternal plan. Then the giant crashed before him, and the earth began to shake. For the Lord still honors faith when his children choose to stand. Let the harmonica cry freedom, let the organ loudly proclaim, no giant stands forever before God's mighty name. David, keep believing, the giant must fall tonight. David, keep believing, walk forward in his life. The same God who stood with David still moves mountains even now, and and every giant facing heaven must eventually bow. Your giant has a name, but so does your God, and his name is greater. Some prayers change our circumstances, but one prayer changes us. Isaiah entered the temple expecting another ordinary day. Instead, he encountered the holiness of God. And in that moment, he stopped asking, "What do I want?" He began asking, "What does God want from me?" Maybe tonight, God isn't calling the strongest. Maybe he's calling the one who is simply willing to say, "Here I am." Smoke-filled every sacred doorway, heaven echoed through the air. Angels cried of holy glory, God's great presence filled him there. Feeling small before such wonder, every burden laid aside, mercy touched the lips of Isaiah. Hope awakened deep inside. Here I am, Lord, send me. Take this heart and let it see where your light is needed most. I follow you through every road. The greatest miracle wasn't the vision, it was the surrender. God can do extraordinary things through ordinary people who simply say yes. Every step became a mission, every word a living flame. Though the road was long before him, he still trusted in God's name. Not because he knew tomorrow, but because he knew the Lord. Faith became his daily answer, grace became his great reward. Let the accordion rise like heaven, let the organ softly sing. Every willing heart surrendered can become a song to the King. Here I am, Lord, send me. Even if the road is steep, you have called, and I believe your faithful hands will carry me. When God asks, who will go? May your heart always answer, here I am. Have you ever spent an entire night fighting for your future? Jacob did, not against an army, not against a king, but against God himself. Sometimes the greatest battle isn't around us, it's inside us. Jacob entered the night holding on to who he was. He left the sunrise as someone new. Maybe this song is your sunrise. Covered silent waters, lonely shadows cross the sand. Every promise seemed forgotten, still he reached with trembling hands. All his past stood there before him, every fear refused to hide. Yet the God who shaped his story met him in that lonely night. Hold on until the morning. Hold on, though your strength is gone. God is changing more than circumstances. He is changing who you are. God never wrestled Jacob to defeat him. He wrestled Jacob to transform him. Some blessings only arrive after surrender. Some victories leave a limp, so you'll never forget who carried you. Stars kept watching, heaven heard each silent prayer. Every wound became a doorway, God was waiting for him there. When the sunrise filled the valley, Jacob walked forever changed. Not because the road grew easy, but because he'd seen God's face. Let the accordion cry with heaven, let the Hammond lift the soul. Every scar becomes a witness, every broken heart made whole. Through the struggle comes the blessing, through surrender comes new life. God still meets his weary children in the middle of the night. Every battle helps you grow. When the morning finally finds you, you will never be the same. God still writes new names for hearts he has reclaimed. Jacob walked away with a limp, but he also walked away with a blessing. Sometimes the scar is proof that God was there. There will come moments when doing the right thing costs you something. Daniel understood that. The world told him to bow, to compromise, to stay silent. But Daniel chose prayer, even when prayer became dangerous. Even when lions waited in the darkness. And maybe you know that feeling. Maybe standing for your faith has cost you friends. Maybe doing what is right has brought opposition. But hear this tonight. God was already in the den before Daniel arrived. And the God who closed the mouths of lions still watches over his children. They said, stop praying. They said, surrender. They said the cost was far too high. But Daniel knelt before his maker and lifted faith toward the sky. The lions waited in the shadows. The darkness seemed to own the night. But heaven's angel stood beside him and filled the den with holy light. Daniel, keep believing, though the lions gather near. Daniel, keep believing. Faith is stronger than your fear. When darkness roars around you and hope seems far away, the God who rules the heavens still protects his own today. The king was troubled through the evening. He could not sleep or find his peace. But God was moving through the darkness, preparing sweet and sure release. The morning came, the stone was lifted, and Daniel stood alive and strong. The lions lost their power because the Lord had been there all along. Let the harmonica cry freedom. Let the organ loudly proclaim. No darkness stands forever before God's holy name. For the light faith that carried Daniel can carry you today. Do not fear the lions, fear the God who commands them. And when heaven speaks, even lions must obey. Look at me for just a moment. Have you ever walked a road you did not understand? Have you ever felt obedience pressing against your chest so heavily that every single step felt harder than the one before? Abraham knew that road. In the coldness of that morning, he gathered the wood, lifted his eyes toward the mountain, and started walking. He had no answers. He had no explanation. He only had a word from God. And maybe that is where you are tonight. Maybe your feet are tired. Maybe tomorrow feels uncertain. Maybe fear keeps whispering that there will not be enough. But listen carefully. The same God who tested Abraham's faith had already prepared the ram before Abraham ever reached the top. The silence of God has never meant his absence. Keep climbing, because at the summit, his faithfulness will be waiting for you. Climbing this road of broken stone, with heavy sorrow in my hands. The wind keeps asking why so long, and still I struggle just to stand. The sky feels silent far above, fear keeps telling me to fall. But something deeper calls my soul, a holy whisper through it all. God will provide. Upon the mountain I will see. God will provide. Even when my strength leaves me, when all my power fades away, your presence will sustain my soul. And on the altar of surrender, your provision makes me whole. So many climb with hidden tears, still carrying burdens no one sees, looking ahead through shattered dreams, falling down on wounded knees. But long before the tears could fall, the heavens knew what they would need. The God who governs all creation has already planted seed. God will provide. Up on the mountain I will see, God will provide. Even when my strength leaves me, when all my power fades away, your presence will sustain my soul. And on the altar of surrender, your provision makes me whole. Let the harmonica tell the mystery. Let the accordion softly cry. The Lamb was waiting in the thicket before faith ever climbed that high. And every soul that climbs in sorrow will smile beneath redemption's sky. God will provide. Every promise will be revealed. God will provide. Every broken place will heal. And when my hope is bruised and tired, your living word will make me strong. And in the silence of surrender, your miracle was there all along. He already provided. He already prepared it. Keep climbing. Sometimes God places ordinary people in extraordinary moments. Esther never expected to save a nation. She was not a warrior. She was not a prophet. She carried no sword. No army followed her, but heaven had positioned her for a purpose. And maybe God has positioned you too. Perhaps the season you're in is not an accident. Perhaps the doors that opened were opened by God. Because sometimes your greatest purpose is hidden inside your greatest fear. In Palace Hall she walked in silence, carrying burdens none could see. A hidden purpose slowly forming inside heaven's mystery. While darkness plotted in the shadows and fear moved through the royal land, God was preparing his deliverance through one courageous woman's stand. Esther, keep believing, though the moment feels unclear. Esther, keep believing, God has brought you here for such a time as this. Your purpose shall be known. The God who writes destiny still sits upon the throne. Listen carefully. Esther's miracle was not fire from heaven. It was not a parted sea. It was not a giant falling. Her miracle was courage, because some victories happen when someone decides to trust God despite fear. Perhaps your miracle begins the same way. One prayer, one step, one act of obedience, and heaven does the rest. The king extended grace before her. The darkness started losing ground. The plans of evil slowly crumbled as God's providence was found. What men intended for destruction, God transformed for greater good. The hand that guides the stars of heaven was moving exactly as he should. Let the accordion sing glory, let the strings begin to rise. For heaven writes redemption stories hidden from human eyes. The God who stood with Esther still moves behind the scene, working through the ordinary to accomplish things unseen. Esther, keep believing, your purpose still remains. Esther, keep believing, God is working through the pain. For such a time as this, you were never here by chance. The God who writes tomorrow still holds every circumstance. You are not forgotten. You are not misplaced. You are not late. God knows exactly where he placed you and why. Some seasons do not begin with celebration. Some begin with goodbye. Ruth buried her past before she discovered her future. She walked away from everything familiar. Not because life was easy, but because faith was stronger than comfort. Maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe you watched your dreams disappear. Maybe you're standing in a field where nothing seems to be growing. Listen carefully. God often plants his greatest miracles inside the fields we almost abandoned today. Grace is looking for you. The morning rose above the valley, but hope was still beneath the ground. Two weary souls kept walking forward without a promise to be found. Each empty field seemed cold and silent. Each memory carried hidden pain. Yet heaven watched each faithful footstep, preparing harvest through the rain. Ruth, keep walking. Grace already knows your name. Ruth, keep walking. Nothing faithful is in beyond the night awaits His grace. Can I tell you something? Boaz did not rescue Ruth, grace did. Boaz was simply the place where God's grace was waiting. Sometimes we think people are our answer. Money is our answer. Opportunity is our answer. But heaven says, I am your answer. When grace finds you, everything changes. The waiting, the tears, even your past becomes part of your testimony. She gathered every fallen blessing, one faithful step, one grain at a time. Not knowing heaven's hidden story was slowly unfolding His design. Then mercy met her in the harvest, where kindness opened heaven's door. The field she entered as a stranger became her family forevermore. Let the accordion sing redemption. Let the violin softly cry. For every field that once looked empty will bloom beneath God's faithful sky. The God who writes through broken stories still holds tomorrow in His hands. And every seed of quiet faithfulness will blossom by His plans. Ruth, keep walking. Ruth, keep walking. Grace is closer than you know. Ruth, keep walking. God is making flowers grow. The harvest always follows patience. The sunrise always follows rain. The God who blessed the fields of Bethlehem will bless your life again. Don't measure your future by today's empty. Have you ever felt too far gone, too broken, too ashamed? Zacchaeus knew that feeling. People remembered his mistakes, his failures, his reputation. Nobody expected Jesus to stop for him. Yet, out of an entire crowd, grace called one name, maybe. That's why you're listening tonight. Perhaps you spent years trying to become someone different, trying to hide behind success, behind money, behind appearances. But Jesus never called Zacchaeus because he was perfect. He called him because he was loved. Listen carefully. Grace doesn't begin when you become worthy. Grace begins when Jesus calls your name. He climbed a tree to hide his story, watching hope from far away. Crowds remembered all his failures, yet mercy walked his road that day. Eyes of heaven found a sinner, not to shame, but set him free. Love looked upward, called his first name. Come down, walk with me. Zacchaeus, come down now. Grace is standing here somehow. Every label must release you. Love has come to finally reach you. The God who knows your hidden story still calls your name before your glory. Can I tell you something? Jesus never asked Zacchaeus to change first. He simply said, I want to stay at your house.